Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, October the 20th. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. It's time for the weekly wrap-up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. So, we'll take a quick look at the weekly chart here. We can see that all the weekly open gaps have filled across all the pairs that we track. We can also see that the pound is just about 10 pips over the weekly open. In fact, it's crisscrossed it a few times today. I just got off the phone with Walmart. We did some trading. He slaughtered it this week. I did okay. I've started something new. I make 20 pips and I quit. It's one of those things, that way I don't push my luck. I make sure I don't get into trader fatigue, and it's just steady. It's like laying bricks, brick by brick, just building up, building up. If we zoom out to the monthly, we can see we're 30 pips below the monthly open. We're in that lower wick zone of the previous month's candle. And then back to a daily chart, and you can notice something very interesting. We actually get down to the opening range for the year. You can see we're in the opening range for the month, and we're in the opening range for the week. And once again, this weekly open, we've been crisscrossing it. We've crisscrossed it 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the daily chart this week. In fact, I was kind of kicking myself. I wanted to take a trade at the 40. I didn't, and it ran all the way up to 60. What had happened was, I had gone long, and then it went against me because I was believing my own press release that price was going to hit 21.54. Well, it went all the way down to about 21.20 and then came back. So I popped out, and then it ran up to about 21.50, and then it came back down, and then it ran all the way up to the 54, and then I go, you know what, this sucker's going to do a launch pad and hit 60, and sure enough, it did a launch pad and hit 60. Here on the yearly, we are 59 pips above the yearly open, so we crisscrossed that this month also. We did that earlier in the month, but you can see we've kind of got this compressed range now. 2 days ago, we had an inside bar. We broke out of the low yesterday and today, but now we're above the low of that inside bar from 2 days ago. There, long trigger at crossing inward at 21.36. So on these inside bars, you can go this way. You don't have to always wait for it to be in and do the breakout. You can also, because price has to go up or down, right? And you can see we only have a few inside bar trades out there on the dashboard. For the range, only 68 pips range. Notice price just dropped below the daily open, which also just happens to be the weekly open. You can see right here, Monday's candle. Only 3 pairs over 100 pips today. It's just an anemic day. I guess it's Friday, and I think one of the FOMC directors or board members was speaking. We're back above the 40. Notice here's the weekly open, there's the daily open. Price struggled, but finally broke through. Now it's coming back. H1 inside bar right here. H1 outside bar. And I've been really liking taking those outside bar breaks, and you can possibly see why. And for rats, red rats possibly get ready to feast. Green rats already had their feast. At the pivot, we took out the daily pivot. You can see we're right around that level. Bambino Flex said to go long. Missed pivots, not today. See, we've got a missed pivot from 5 days ago on the daily. On the weekly, we took out this week's, but on the monthly, we still have missed it. And we actually look at H4. This is the pivot right here, 2154. I mentioned earlier when I saw price down at the 40, it was like they've got to hit that pivot. But the thing is, it came back the other way first. Because actually, I think I started trading during this H4 candle, and then it closed and it went against me, and then went back in my favor. Wick zone. Yesterday was almost a doji, so we're looking at a lot of wick zone right there. It's in and out. It's just a whole lot of wick zone. For the weekly, only 130 pips of range, but we did break out of the low, but we didn't break out of the high. Previous low minus low, 33 pips. Nothing to sneeze at. High minus the close for the rats, 77 pips. Close minus low, 55 pips. So rat zones on the weekly have paid off. High minus open 79, open minus low 50. Once again, buy zone traders were rewarded. Excuse me. Looking at the trading chart, you can see right here, we had an outside bar on M30. Once again, you can see how they can be profitable. Now, one thing I've noticed, I'm going to start implementing, is to take a pass the first time it touches, because I look down on M5 and M1, and it just seems like if I wait, I might not experience drawdown. I might miss a few, but you know, that happens. So for example, here I would have missed that trade, but you can see here this breakout wasn't that much. So if I would have waited for the second opportunity right here, I would have made a lot more. So I'm just going to pretty much pass on the first one and wait for the second one, because a lot of times price will break and then come back. And so right here, actually the first break would have paid off, but even if I waited, I would have gotten the second break, possibly here, or this is either second or third. If you want to just go with the candle color, this would be the second break. And as you can see, looks like pretty much a no stress trade. And looking at lower high, higher lows, you can see we had a nice trigger here at 21.55. Price tried to come back into that order block. It looks like it filled the imbalance there and then to the downside. So right here you can see price is coming back down below the 40 into this order block right here, filled all these imbalances, and so now maybe the order block traders will be looking to go long. On the monthly, I don't think we've pushed anything. 300 pip range. Year-to-date accumulated, I believe, is still 1340. So not much going on there. On our trade reminder, we're looking at the daily, right? Let's start with the monthly and work our way down. Strong control by sellers. Still want to fade the pivot on the buy, but wait for it to get above the open. Lower high, lower low. So we've got lower candle there. Weekly, price is turning down. Strong control inside the lower wick zone, not by much at the moment. And then out to the daily, or down to the daily. We see we crossed below the daily open at 42.5. So we're at 37. That would have paid off. Inside the lower wick zone. We're below the previous mid, crossed below the previous mid. And we're below the pivot point. So, fellow traders, I hope you've all had a profitable week. And we're coming up to, let's see, the last full week of trading next week. And then after that, we've got 2 trading days till November. And so, I guess I got some positive feedback on the trading with Walmart. So next week, maybe we can do a couple of those videos. But I'll just give you an alert. I probably won't be making videos on Thursday and Friday. I've got a full schedule of stuff to do. So, and so I doubt I'll even be trading unless I wake up really early to do some trading. But I don't think I'm going to be trading on those 2 days next week. So like I said, just giving you the heads up. So that's pretty much it for the weekly wrap up. So fellow traders, I'm going to wish you a fun and safe weekend. Keep your head on swivels. There's so much craziness going on in the world out there. And when you come back to trade and you're ready to click that mouse, always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So, go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.